Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel today. If you're new here, you're welcome. My name is Bosinola Faith. Yes, and I am a new YouTuber. Yes, so today I'm going to be like, okay, if you're new here, you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you for believing in me. Thank you so much for coming back here. I love you. Yes, so today, I got some messages of people asking me to like share tips on how to write a motivation letter. Yes, so that is basically what today's video is all about. So today I'm going to be talking or sharing tips on what to note or what to have at the back of your mind when you're writing a motivation letter. So today, I'm going to be looking a lot at my notes because I've jotted it out. I don't want to miss out on anything, you understand? So that's why I'll be looking so much into my notes today. So ignore me looking and then focus on the message. Let's jump right into the video. Yeah. So the number one thing I have on my note is be professional. Yes, be professional. When you're writing a motivation letter, be very professional. Yes. Yes, I might kind of be mixing my intonation. Please, I am sorry. Trying to like mix my Nigeria accent with the way I talk with my classmate, and I'm just coming back to school, so I'm trying to like adjust. I don't want to form, so if I'm doing writing letter, please just let it slide. That's the way we talk. So yes, I know it's not a Nigeria audience, but at least I'm comfortable speaking English the way we speak it in my country. Yes, so that's why I had to say that. So I might probably be shifting and trying to adjust. Yeah, so today I'm going to start with be professional. Be professional. When you're writing a motivation letter, be professional. Don't write a motivation letter like a learner. Don't write like a kid. Don't write like somebody who has high intellect. You are applying for a scholarship, so you should be on your A game. You should know that, it's no longer a real and scholarships are so competitive. So you want to like write like a professional. Be intentional about what you want to write. Be formal in every way. Be formal. Use your sentences well. Check out for errors, grammatical errors. Check out on how, learn how to like. I think one of the basic things I learned about writing earlier is when you're writing, make sure that what you're writing is let it be connected. Like let something lead to something, not just like pick head, pick tail, bring to like it has to like precepts after precepts, like steps after steps, you understand? So be professional. You should know all these things. And then the second thing I have here on my notes is research. Have you done your research well? Are you sure with what you want to do? Like, do you know what you want to do? Do you have a problem in your mind or your thoughts that you've had for so long and then you're so eager to change? Like, have you done your research? Why are you choosing the school you want to choose? Why are you choosing the country you want to go? Like, why, you have to like answer all the why. Why this, why that, why this course, why this school, why this country? You have to answer those questions when you're trying to like write a motivation letter. You understand? So do all your research. And the next point is advertise yourself. Advertise yourself. These things I'm mentioning now, it's relevant when you're like writing down your draft. You have a draft before you finally come into the real motivation. So when you're drafting out what you want to say, so that's what you be professional about it. Do your research well. Advertise, yes, I'm at advertise yourself. Advertise yourself. Show them your uniqueness. Why should they give you the scholarship, or why should they give you the admission? Like, you have to be unique in all your ways. That's why sometimes I tell people, me, I love uniqueness a lot. So even when I was applying for my own scholarship, I didn't join any WhatsApp group or join any Facebook page, and it's, you might not have the strength that I have. Yes, I have my own strength, I have my own weakness. I was not in any group, and I did it intentionally because I wanted to be unique. Because I believe that, I am not saying that people who joined WhatsApp or who had Facebook contact or who joined a class did it wrong. No, I'm only sharing the reason why I chose not to like join any of those, because I believe that when I join, my own idea might kind of be polluted, and I might want to like steal ideas from people, which I don't want to do that. I want to be natural as possible as I can. Like, out of 100, maybe 90 should be like natural. I want to put me in the application. I don't want to like steal idea from this person, steal idea from this person. Yes, because a WhatsApp group of 1,000 people, like before you know it, two people will have the same ideas, you know. So I love being unique. So because of that, I did not join any tutorial or anything you understand. So I did basically what I wanted to do, because it was not like I was not like applying from a do or die affair perspective. If I'm worth it, they will give me. If I am not, then so be it. So advertise yourself. What makes you unique? See, when you're writing a motivation letter, you have to be real. You don't have to like exaggerate. No, your natural self. It's so easy. It's like, I believe people who are always in charge of admissions and scholarships, they have high intellect. Like, they are intellectuals, they are professionals. So I believe that they've dealt with so many applications in the past, and like they can easily spot somebody who is like speaking with reality and somebody who is like exaggerating. It will somehow show when you write. Like, it will show. I am not a professional yet, but if you give me a motivation letter to read, I can at least I can still read and say, this is not being real. You understand? To some extent, I can still talk. So compare me now to people who have been doing this for years. So you have to be real, be natural. Like, be natural with what you want to do. So the next point is, take time to reflect. It's always good. Like, if you want to write a motivation letter, or you're writing letter of intent or statement of purpose, don't rush to write it. Take your time. Write maybe a paragraph. Work. It's just an example. You can write like maybe half a page, 250 words, 200 words. You can make it like, okay, every day I'm going to be writing like 100 words, and you write. I'm telling you, it's so amazing how we get ideas when we like take a stroll, like take time to reflect. It will give you, excuse me, like you'll be able to reflect on, when you go out and like take fresh air, you kind of get ideas. I don't know if anybody is kind of connecting with that. If you've done it before, it's so amazing. Like when you're doing something, or maybe when you're right, even reading, when you're reading and you're tired and you take a stroll, by the time you come back here, you're more refreshed, more ideas will come. You understand? So take your time when you're writing a motivation letter. Then the next step is be specific with your goals. Be specific. On this being specific, you have to like when I was writing my own motivation letter, I was so specific. Like, I told them, in 1 to 2 years, this is what I want to do. 3 to 5 years, this is your short-term goals and your long-term goals. Like, you have to be specific, and it has to be like realistic. They are characteristic of goals. You understand? I think economics people, I don't know, economics people should know that they are characteristics of setting a goal. Like, it has to be specific, it has to be realistic, it has to be achievable, it has to be attainable. Those are the characteristics of. So when you look at your goals, check the characteristics of a goal. Is your goal like relating to that? You understand? Those characteristics, are they relating to what you have? So you have to be specific. Your short-term goals, your long-term goals. So then the next statement to the next step, that's preview. When you're done with other stuff, then you can preview, check for errors, check for the font. Okay, is this the font I want to use? Is this the size I want to use? Check for their instructions, the scholarship or the school instructions. Okay, this is what they want and everything. Just have a preview of everything. And then the next step is proofreading. Okay, before you go to preview, you can like, I talked about drafting. You can like bring everything into a manuscript, like have it like write everything down and then have a preview of everything that you've written down. Then after that, you do every adjustment during the preview process. You correct errors, correct punctuations, where you're supposed to put full stop, where you're supposed to go to next paragraph. Like, don't forget that once your paragraph must, like, a paragraph must connect with each other. Like, it must connect. Let it connect. Let it be, like, when you're writing, put yourself in the reader's perspective and see that, okay, if I'm the reader, will I be happy with this? You understand? So when you write, put that in your mind. Write in such a way that it will be so interesting. Engage. Yeah, that's the word. Engage your reader. That's the word. Engage. Don't give them boring stories. Don't tell them what they don't want to, what they are not asking you. Just go straight to the point. Yeah. So then the proofreading, when you're done with that. So proofreading is like, it's always best to like get somebody who can like proofread for you, a professional, somebody who knows more than you, somebody who is higher, who is more intellectual than you. I think during my home time, I've applied for a lot of scholarship before I finally got one. So my first application was Chevening Scholarship. That's for the UK. And when I did when I wrote, because Chevening has a lot of essays. Hey, people who have applied for Chevening would know. Chevening, Commonwealth. Hey, Jesus, they have essays. So I have those essays that I wrote down then, and I have a brother in the US who also won a scholarship. So I had to like send my essays to him. He made corrections and sent back to me. So since then, due to the fact that Chevening have like, I think Chevening is like 5 essays or so that you have to submit. So I have corrected like 5 corrected essays that I use for scholarships. You understand? So it's part of what he has corrected from that I use for applying over and over and over and over again. So it's good to get a professional to like proofread for you. They will correct your sentences. They will tell you, okay, add this, remove this. They don't want to know this. Even when I was applying for this one that I got, I still like gave it to somebody at my workplace. She's an English. She graduated in the English department, and she did English. So I thought okay, let me just let her just check my errors, and if I give it to her to like proofread for me, and she did. She was like, "Oh, you're perfect, you're good, and everything." So it's always good to like give people to proofread your motivation letter. Another advantage of getting people to read your motivation letter is they will help you see where you're not seeing. Like they will help you see your blind spots. They will just be like a light that just shines at your blind spot, so you'll be able to see from another angle, and then you integrate everything together and come to a consensus. Yeah. Yes. So I wrote. Okay. I think that's majorly the tips that you need to know when you're writing a motivation letter. That's basically, you can Google and like read more. You can read on motivation letter templates online. You can read on statement of purpose template online, just to like get the idea. Because right now I don't have example. I could have read it out to you, but I don't have examples here yet. So I have divided it into three to like make it easier for you. It's when you're writing your motivation letter, it's divided into three parts: the introductory part, the body, and then the conclusion. Now, the introductory parts must be attractive. That is, like, it must start with a problem. Like, it should start with a problem that you're willing to, like, address. Like, okay, that problem that you've seen that made you want to study what you want to study. You understand? So the introductory part is basically people like, okay, I wrote out an introduction, just for you to know how to like approach. I said, okay, example, I come from a arid area where water is scarce, despite being a basic need. Women and young girls walk a total of 22 kilometers in search of this basic, I've stated a problem, you understand? So they'll be willing to, so there's this kind of challenge. Oh, okay, let me read more and see how you want to tackle it. You understand? You give them a challenge, and you know that most times these people, all this scholarship, whatever, they like it when you are like, when you like say you want to like solve a problem. It's like, hey, they're always happy, solving problems is their hobby. Yeah, so that's it. Then the body now is the reason why you chose the course you want to go for. You link it to the problem, you connect the course, the school, the university, the reason why you're picking them, the reason why you want to do the course, the reason why you want to do it in that country. You understand? So it has to be in the body. Okay. So then the last one is the conclusion. The conclusion is where you talk about your goals. I told you the other time, be specific. Your short-term goals come first, and your long-term goals. When I say the specific, okay, 1 to 2 years when I'm done, this is what I want to do. Like, for example, I am a town planner. I studied urban and regional planning, a city planner, a strategic planner, a professional planner. And when I was writing my own motivation letter, I was so realistic. I said, okay, because in Nigeria we have town planner body and all. I was like, okay, in 1 to 2 years, I plan to like join the National Institute of Town Planners in Nigeria to share the knowledge that I've gathered in so country and blah 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 blah, and use it to like, I just like, it's realistic. Don't see when you are writing a motivation letter, don't ever and ever tell them that you come and look for a job. I told you the first time, the first tips is be professional. Like, you have to give them a picture that you are a professional and you're capable to make a change. You understand? Don't come and say, when I finish, I will come and look for a job. No. Don't give, even if you come and look for a job, don't push it to their face. You understand? Don't say that. You have to you have to talk like an entrepreneur, like somebody who knows what he or she is doing. You understand? In my own case, joining a national institute, I didn't say I'll come and look for a job. No, I said when I'm done, 1 to 2 years, which is realistic, is achievable. I'll just write my NITP exams and there I am. From there, you start, it's so realistic. You have to be like realistic with your goals. Okay, my 1 to 2 years, I plan to like join, even though I might have other plans, but at least it's one of my plans, like join the NITP of Nigeria to share the knowledge that I've gathered, stuff like that. And I said in my 3 to 5 years, I see myself. Now you see yourself in a bigger picture. Okay, this is what I see myself like professional planner, planning this, doing doing housing reforms, doing this, and transportation planning, landscape. You now connect everything. Make sure that it's a triangle. Let your work experience, your education, your work experience, your education, let everything link, and your plan, your future plan, let everything link together. Let it just be like a triangle, like let it link together. Okay, I wrote something here. I want to like divert a little to interviews, because when I was writing down this note, when I was talking about this person, don't go and be writing long notes. Nobody is asking you to write long notes. Be specific. I remember in my workplace, where I was working before I relocated, and I remember when I went for an interview there. We just submitted an application and then they called us for an interview. When I got there, I saw a lot of people. I was like, I'd even given up that, wow. And they are all guys, most of them, okay, not all guys, but at least 80% of them were guys. I was like, oh, like, no, this is not for me. But then I waited, and I didn't know if it was oral interview or maybe it was, written interview. We're just there, and fortunately for us, we did both. So they gave us like written interview, and I cannot remember the first question, but I can remember the second question because of the situation that was surrounding it. And the second question was, where do you see yourself in the next maybe 2 years or maybe 3 years? That was the question. And to me, I know that when they ask you that kind of question, when you go for an interview, you should see yourself in the company now. See yourself in the company. Where else do you see yourself? Where else do you want to see yourself? Yes, when they ask you that kind of a question in an interview, all they want to see is see yourself in that company. And I just told them that, okay, because it's an agricultural company, and I was like, okay, I see myself in this and this and this. I see myself integrating agriculture into the all the organizations, teaching people, encouraging people to do more of agriculture. I see myself on expanding this company. Just come up with something, like see yourself in the organization. And what I wrote was just like maybe 5 lines or 6 lines. And then there's this guy beside me. He was writing, and the whole higher education was filled up. I was wondering, I carried my own sheet of paper. I saw that I was just half. I was now wondering that, what am I supposed to write that I'm not writing? The way this guy was writing, I'm very serious. He was so serious. I was, my curiosity was like, I would take my book again, I would check the question. I could not place it. So the apropos inside me wanted to know what this guy was writing. So when I was done, I just took my paper and I tried to stretch my neck to see what this guy was writing. And he was writing, in next 2 years, I see myself having a filling station, employing 20 employees. I could not see everything, but I was able to see that part. And I was like, what? Really? No, don't. That is not what they are asking you. All these questions are they are sensitive questions. They are simple, but they are so sensitive. It's so easy for you to be telling them your personal dreams. But when you go for a job interview and you are asked that, where do you see yourself in the next 2 years? Even if it's 5 years, what else do you want to go and say? You see yourself in the company now. That's it. You see yourself, and I'm sure that before you go for an interview, you would have googled about the company. You would have read everything about them, so you'll be able to relate their responsibility or their roles or their functions in that organization. You'll be able to relate it to what you want to write. It's as simple as ABC. You don't have to write. And again, there's another one. If you go for a job interview and they say, maybe they just take you somewhere and say, look at this, maybe an empty land, and say, look at this expanse of land. What do you see? What do you see? Don't be telling them that you are seeing grass. I can see grass. I can see a container. No. You see the company, you see another branch of the company, you see expansion of the company. You understand everything they're asking you when you go for a job interview is about that company. Just know this and know this and know it well. Don't go and be saying anything. Nobody wants to ask you for your dream. It's about their company. So sorry for the diversion. I just had to put that out there. So, yes, I think this section is for, okay, general tips. I wrote it that make sure you are aware of the objectives of the scholarship board you are applying to and try to connect your motivation to them. Like, take for instance, the Swedish Institute Scholarship, because I'm a Swedish Institute scholar, they have what they want. If they say 1,000 words, do 1,000 words. Don't go and do 1,200. Don't go and do 2 no. 2 no. Don't go and do 2 no. If they say don't change our template, do not change their template. Leave their template the way they want it. See, one thing with the Swedes or the organization there, instructions. Stick to instructions. When they say dot your T, dot it. If they say dot your I, dot it. If they say cross your T, cross it. Do not change the template of this application. Don't go and change it. Don't go and use your own font. Or just follow instructions. Simple instruction. Follow it. Read all their instructions. For people who, because the Swedish Institute Scholarship is on now, and I think the admission is on now. The school scholarships are on now. See, read their website well. Everything you need is on their website. Every details you need is on their website. Nobody knows nobody knows the rules or knows the requirements than the people who want the scholarship. And they've already given you all the instructions on their website. Go and read it. When I was applying for the Swedish Institute Scholarship, I don't want to exaggerate, I read the Swedish Institute's website more than 20 times. I'm telling you. I read it today. It's more than, because I did not want to exaggerate, that's why I said 20. It's more than 20 times. I read it. I was reading it back to back. I read it to the point that, you see, all those frequently asked questions they used to put on website. When I go there, just reading the question, I already know the answer. So I was able to like see all these tips, and I tried all my possible best to adhere to instructions. Adhere to their instructions. Do what they want you to do. They say stamp and sign. Print, stamp and sign. Print it out, stamp and sign. Don't go and be doing too no. You understand? So that is just my general okay, I wrote it here. I said follow instructions. Make sure you read their instructions well and abide by it. Then yes, check for grammatical errors when you're writing motivation letter. Please check for grammatical errors. And I think there are some website that helps people to like correct grammatical errors. I think Grammarly.com, it works with grammar, like helps you like correct some of your sentences and all. Yeah, you might want to use online applications to correct your errors. And then the last thing I have to say for today is do not plagiarize. Do not plagiarize. You see, this plagiarism of a thing, I did not know the extent of plagiarism until I left the shore of Nigeria. Do not see. In Sweden, I don't know about every other country, but in Sweden, they don't take plagiarism. They don't take it for a joke. You know, so when I was like, my mentality is, if it's in PDF, how will they test it? Hey, I applied for a job here, a job interview. When I was applying online, when I opened the site, they asked me first for my CV. I uploaded my CV. I'm telling you, immediately I uploaded, just like my CV first, upload your CV, then you have other application where you have to write your name, your everything. You know how application used to look like now. Immediately I uploaded my CV, my dear brothers and sisters, every details on my CV automatically translated to my, all those where write your first name, right? I was like, what? It separated everything. Like, it's separate. I was so amazed because my CV is not a Word document. It's not, I know that some people are guru in computer stuff. I'm not guru. I don't know that it can happen. It separated everything. My name, you put my name where it's supposed to be, put everything without feeling myself, just from my CV. So when you plagiarize, you're your own. You're your own. So please do not plagiarize. Don't take it for don't worry. God will grant your application. You will travel out. You will leave the shore of your country. I'm talking to okay, let me talk to Nigerians. I'm not talking to the developed country. I'm talking to Nigerians. You will travel. You will go. You will explore. You will come and see how plagiarism, how they take it seriously. It's a serious offense to plagiarize. So do not in any way plagiarize. I feel like I have many things I have not said. I don't know, but if you have any question for me, I am open to like help. You can ask me on the comment section. I would definitely answer your question. If you need help, you can ask me. I would provide one for you. Maybe in the application for school or in the scholarship stuff. You can always ask me. So guys, I've come to the end of today's video. Yes, I didn't know my phone went off and I was recording, so I lost the ending part of my video. But then that's where I will draw the curtain for today. Thank you for staying to the end. Thank you for watching to the end. Thank you, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.